Alright guys, so you picked up MLB the Show 22. You decided to hop into Diamond Dynasty, you bought into the hype, and now you have no idea what to do and where to go, and you're completely overwhelmed as a beginner to the game. No worries, this video is going to walk you through every single thing that you need to know as a starter to the game, and by the end of it, you are going to be a completely knowledgeable MLB the Show Diamond Dynasty player. I'm going to show you how to start your team, the best cards and modes to focus on early on, and some general market tips so that you guys can get off and running in Diamond Dynasty for MLB 22. All right, so let's stop wasting time. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, if you notice the timer up in the top left or whatever screen I'm on, I am currently doing an uncapped subathon, meaning that I have to stay live until the clock reaches 0. So I've currently been streaming for 25 hours, and I've got another 50 at least to go. So just letting you guys know. All right, guys, so you load into MLB The Show. Where do you go first? First things first, go all the way over to Shop. All right, hit R1 and go to packs and open up any packs that you have. Now, if you have pre-order packs, if you've pre-ordered the game and you've got some pre-order choice packs, I have a video that will walk you through the best selections for you. The link for that is down in the description, so go watch that if you are looking to see who you should choose based on what, your team is lacking. All right, so once you have opened up all of your packs and you're ready to go, you have the start to your team. You want to just go over to your squad and then put your squad in. All right, so this is, you want to put your best players in the position that you've got on offense as well as pitching. Once you've built your team, this is where you want to spend the next majority of your time, and I'm going to explain exactly what we're looking at and what we're looking to do first. So this year, I'll explain the featured program. It is face of the franchise at launch of this game. So if you click on face of the franchise, you will see this program that scans a ton. It is a long one. It is going to take quite some time to do. And as you can see, I've been streaming for, 25 hours. I've slept for about 3 of them, and I've only got 120,000 XP. The grind is much longer in past years, and it is much more difficult to get some of these cards, the face of the franchise cards, but these are the ones that you are chasing, and I will explain how and why and what the fastest way to do that is. All right, so this is your goal. This is what everything that you are doing needs to be tied in to completing the face of the franchise program. And how you do it is by getting experience. All right, so if you go down here in the face of the franchise program, you are going to see the many different ways to earn XP. But I want to focus on a few right off the rip that you need to do, and one is collections. You will see you need to collect the All-Star Babe Ruth from the starter program, and you will earn 10,000 XP, which is an awful lot, and it is very easy to do. So we are going to start there. So if you back out and you go over to other programs, you will see the starter Babe Ruth program. All right, I've already completed it. You need to earn 40 program points, and again, I will explain how to do that. How you want to start it, you go down to moments, and all you've got to do is complete these 5 moments, and each of them will give you a varying degree of points towards the program, okay? So if you complete this this moment specifically, earn a tally an extra base hit, you will get 2, all right? They take very little time to go through and do. Once you've completed that, you're off and running in terms of the Babe Ruth program. The collections as well, very easy to do. It does not require anything. They are extremely cheap. You've just got to collect 5 stadiums, go through and do all of the collections here. They do not cost anything. They're extremely cheap, and it is more of a tutorial to show you how to do programs. And again, you will get 3 program points for every single one. Then you've got exchanges where you exchange common players. Again, don't worry about, am I losing value exchanging these cards? They're common players. You will get 1 for that. And then when you've done all of those, you will still be some program points short to getting this Babe Ruth card. So if you go to missions, all right, this is important. This is why it's going to tie into exactly the best ways to start playing this game and grinding towards getting a really decent team early on, all right? You will see that you earn varying amount of points, well, 2 for each one, by a bunch of different ways. So for this one, you need to tally 500 parallel XP. Parallel XP is basically experience points you earn with every single card you play. So let's say Randy Johnson, the Takashi pitcher card, all right? You earn 500 parallel XP by just playing the game with Randy Johnson. This will all come passively. All right, tally 5 hits with any Diamond Dynasty player. Tally 2 extra base hits, and this is in any mode. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because you want to make sure that you're not wasting any time, and you are trying to get as much done as possible all at the same time. Okay, so you've got your next goal is to complete these starter tasks so that you can get this Babe Ruth done. All right, so now how is the fastest way to get this done in the best, most efficient way? All right, now we are going to go over to single player modes, and we are going to go to Conquest. All right, now what is Conquest? It is essentially Risk. All right, and the board game. If you've never played Risk, I will explain exactly what you want to do. You go to Nations of Baseball, and this is where you're going to spend a majority of your time, especially if you are a beginner at the game. And the reason why I think that this is super important is because you have to play enough games against CPU players, at least 30, and you will get a sense of how to actually play the game. So if you are a very beginner player, brand new to the game, this is definitely the mode that you want to focus on. And even if you're not new to the game, but you are still a beginner in terms of just what you want to know the best way to kind of grind through the early parts of the game, this is how you do it, okay? So the goal of Conquest is to take over the entire map. Okay, you see all the tiles. You have to scour the entire map, collect all the tiles, and each of these icons represents a stronghold. And the way that you take a stronghold is by basically invading it, okay, or, you know, playing against that team. So I'll show you just to start and how it works, and I'll give you a base overview, and I will also have a full video on how to complete Conquest the best and most efficient way. That's going to come a little bit later on. So we'll start things off in the attack phase, and again, all you want to do is expand out as far as possible. And again, you'll see it looks an awful lot like Risk, okay? So as you go down, you just want to expand out as far and get as many tiles as you possibly can. But for this video, I'm going to show you just what really the basis and most effective way to just, you know, play Conquest. So as you'll see, if you click on attacking a stronghold, okay, you will see you'll have to play against that team in a 3-inning game, and it is going to be on, the difficulty is going to vary. All right, depending on how many reinforcements and how many fans that you are attacking this stronghold with. So they have 7, I have 5, which is obviously not very good. So you will be playing on All-Star. If you are a beginner player, I would not play on anything more than Veteran until you get a handle on the game. And if you struggle on Veteran in Conquest, get enough fans so that you can play on strongholds on Rookie. Again, this is about learning how to play the game, and this is why Conquest is very effective at it. And you're going to go through. And again, I will have a video that will explain how Conquest will play, but in-game, they really show you how to do it. Now, why is Conquest important, specifically this one? It is all of the rewards that you are going to get while playing this. So, I will have a video in my Conquest video. I'll show you all of the rewards. I saved them all, and I opened them all up at once. But really, it's some of the ones down at the bottom that are really, really unique, okay? So, the 88 Mike Piazza, okay? Great starting catcher for you. I love Mike Piazza's swing in past games. And you can get this Mike Piazza card for your Diamond Dynasty team by just playing this game offline, grinding, completing this specific Conquest map. And when you do, now you've got a starting catcher that you can use for the majority of the first month of the game, essentially, or until you find someone that you like more. Okay, you will also get this 86 Didi Gregorius that you can play at shortstop, as well as an 85 Kerry Wood, so you will get another reliever. And there's a ton of other things. You'll get an 84 Jared Weaver. And then you will get prospect packs for every division, and I will show you, again, what to do with those in a later video when it comes to Conquest. So this is why I think this is where you want to spend the majority of your time, especially if you are brand new to the game, because you are going to be playing the CPU. You can play at your own pace, and again, you will learn how to play the game. All right, now let's say you've been playing this Conquest map for hours, and I'm not going to lie, guys, it is a grind. You have to play 33-inning games at minimum, and that's if you don't lose any. It will take you about 12 to 15 hours if you're not really paying attention, okay? Do it in stretches. Don't do it all in once like me. That's just absolutely psychotic, and here we are. All right, so now you want to take a break. Here's what you want to do. You want to go to Showdown, and you want to do the featured program. And why do you want to do the featured program? Well, it all ties back in to the featured program for Face of the Franchise. So if you click down here, just like you did with Babe Ruth, once you've completed the Babe Ruth collection, by the way, guys, all you've got to do is click on here, view collection, and then select him so that he's locked in. You'll get the 10,000 XP, all right? But what you want to go down here, you'll realize the AL Faces of the Franchise Showdown. If you complete that showdown, you get 15,000 experience, and you will see that, again, there is no real way to farm experience points insanely fast, so 15,000 is a huge chunk, and again, well, why Conquest is so effective is once you start getting these flashback legend packs, you can really start snowballing the amount of XP you earn. So let's talk about that now, okay? These flashback cards. These don't look like anything special. They don't look like cards. A lot of them will not make your team, even if you are free to play and you've just started, all right? They will not, probably, a lot of them will not make your team. But why are they important? Well, again, if you go down into the Face of the Franchise tasks, you will see Week 1, Legends and Flashbacks missions. And as you go down, each of them have different moments, or sorry, and each of them will have a mission tied to that card. You've got to be playing a game with those cards in your lineup. So the more that you get, let's say, okay, this All-Star Castro card, the Astros All-Star Jason Castro, you've got to earn 350 parallel points. That's just by using the card, okay? Playing Conquest counts. So you put Castro in your lineup, and you will earn parallel points every game you play with him, and eventually you will get enough, and that will get you 500 more XP towards this program. Now you're starting to see, you're going to start snowballing a lot of stuff by playing Conquest. Now, I want to touch on the Showdown real quick. Again, I will have a video that will show you how to do Showdown. It's very easy, and this one is on Rookie, but if you struggle with it once or twice, you probably just want to move on and go back to Conquest until you get a little bit better grasp in the game. And again, I'll have a video that will walk you through the best and easiest way to do this Showdown. That'll come at a later date. Some other things that I don't think you want to spend your time on just yet. Again, completing the Conquest will give you a lot of diamond cards, and as well as packs. You will get a ton of just random packs as well. Ballin' as a habit packs, which are huge. I would then do, you can spend the moments doing, the daily moment you should do all the time, but the featured program moments, there's one for every single 90 overall card. It will take you some time. They give you 500 XP each. That's a huge bonus as well. And again, the goal is to get these packs right here. These 90 overall random packs that you will be able to get a random 90 overall diamond. And again, as you see, once you unlock the first one, they kind of come in rapid succession. These are the ones you want to focus on because these are free 90 overall cards that will really juice your team, and you get it by just grinding the game. All right, now let's talk about collections and what you should be doing. Collections are, again, this is going to depend. I'm going to assume that you're watching this video as a beginner. All right, the live series collection is awfully daunting, but it is the only way to get the 99 Randy Johnson, as well as the 99 Roberto Clemente and the 99 Frank Thomas, the 3 best cards in the game right now, okay? But you've got to collect every single card in the game. That includes the live series Mike Trout going for 400,000 stubs, okay? I'm just going to talk general overview here. If you pack a 90 and above card, regardless if your intention is you are going to complete the live series sets and collections, keep those cards. They're what called gatekeeper cards. So for example, to do the Angels live series collection, okay, you've got to get Mike Trout, all right? If you pull Mike Trout, that's 400,000 stubs, okay? Don't sell it because there's a good chance that he goes up, all right? Now, if you have no interest in completing the live series collection, do not sell the 90 and above diamond players. But if you pack any of the 89 and below, go ahead and sell those because they are at a much cheaper price. 86 Chris Sale, for example, will sell for 21,000 stubs. Those will go down once more and more players enter the actual game. This is being recorded in the pre-order portion of the game. They're going to keep going down, but the 90s and above, they're going to stay really, really expensive, and some of them are going to get even more crazy. So, again, I just want to touch on the live series collection there, and that's going to all depend on if you're going to spend a lot of money in the game. If you're new to the game, I wouldn't worry about collections. Again, I would just make it a rule. If you pull a 90 and above, do not sell. Anything below, yeah, go ahead. Something I would recommend is go to the starter collections tab here and just go ahead and finish all of these. These will give you a couple thousand stubs for just getting it done, and again, you'll get some random packs as well. Nothing crazy, but they are free for just doing that. All right, so you've been playing Conquest a ton. You've grinded all that out. You've built a decent team. Now you want to play some players online. You want to get the juices flowing. All right, so go to online modes. Where you want to start is events, okay? And again, I'll explain why, but it is the easiest way to get some cards that you can sell for more stubs to work toward the live series collection, because even if you are a casual player, you're not going to play it, son, you should be working toward the live series collection at all times until you get it completed, because those are 3 end game guaranteed amazing cards throughout the whole year, and there's no reason to work towards it. All right, so we'll start here. As you can see, you load into this event specifically, it's all eligible. All right, all cards are eligible. This is pretty easy. So you just build the best team that you have available to you. It is a 3-inning game against an opponent. All right, your goal is to just get as many wins as you can. If you can string some together, you can get some crazy rewards. But if you're a beginner player, you're probably not going to get 12 wins in a row to get a Diamond Live Series player. So going ahead and taking a look at the rewards. What you want to do is grind towards these guys. The Alfonso Soriano, 87 overall, as well as the 88 Nolan Ryan. I'm not going to lie, I will probably grab these cards and I will just sell them. And again, it's crazy, but yeah, you can grind them by just playing the game, get them for free, and then sell them. And the reason why is because they will always go down in price until about a month or two in, and they'll be required in sets later on. But you can either use them on your team, but I like using all of these special cards that aren't involved in the live series collection. You know, all the cards that are currently in the game, they're not flashbacks or legends. I like selling all of those so that I can get the live series collection done. It's just something that I like to focus on. Now, once you get the Nolan Ryan, you can stop or you can keep going if you like playing events to try and get some more rewards, because there is quite a few all the way up to 50 wins. I want to talk about the other modes a little bit, but again, for beginner players, which this video is for, I would not really worry about Battle Royale. So Battle Royale is where you draft a team, okay? And the whole goal is to go 12-0 before you lose twice. So you can lose once, but you want to get to 12 wins. You want to get to 12 wins before you lose twice. It's where all of the best players in the game go, because they can farm packs, and it's a very rewarding process. There is a program to it, so you don't need to go 12-0. You can just continually play, and you'll earn enough to get some of these high-end 90s cards. If you are a beginner player, I would not worry about Battle Royale, and I wouldn't worry about ranked seasons. So I just want to recap what I talked about. You want to make sure that you get the program. You're working towards the program, the face of the franchise program, because you want to get as many 90 overall cards as you can before you start getting into ranked seasons and things like that, because you want to give yourself the best advantage you possibly can, and you can do that by the offline modes. That's the best way you're going to learn the game, all of that, and I will have hitting tip videos as well as pitching, team builds, all the stuff that you need to give yourself the biggest advantage to win when you are playing online. But this is the most effective way to build your team early and what you should focus on. All right, lastly, guys, let's talk about the marketplace. I'll give you a very basic rundown on how the marketplace works and what you should kind of look for early on. But again, I wouldn't worry too much. I would just hoard all of the stubs that you can and really not sell anything until you get a better grasp in the game. That way you're not throwing things away when they could be used later on down the line. So in Marketplace, if you go to MLB players, you can see all the current players and what they're going for. Some of the higher end ones, example, Mike Trout's live series card to complete the collection, 400,000 stubs. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's always going to be expensive, and this is why, like I said, there's no reason to sell a 90 and above, because they'll probably go up in price. But what I want to talk about is what you should be doing in terms of selling. Okay, I think you should always be working towards the live series collection, so you want to be cashing in and locking in those cards. But what you want to do, all right, is any duplicates you want to throw up. So if you go to My Inventory, My MLB Players, all right, and you want to go through all of the players that you have, I've locked in a ton, and sell any of the duplicates that you have. Now, I've just done it with all of my silvers and golds and any of the diamonds, so I don't really want to, you know, there isn't any amazing cards, but I'll show you what you want to do, all right? And again, this is just a basic overview of the market, all right, because it is confusing and it's tough to figure out. So if you click X or A or whatever console you're on whatever card you want to sell. All right, so this Josh Harrison, you see the X times 2. All right, you want to click on this. You know that you have 2. All right, you go to View in Market. All right, this Josh Harrison, and the buy now and sell now price there. Okay, so you can buy them right now for 325 stubs. You can sell them immediately for 185. That's not what you want to do. So click X again. Go to Buy or Sell Options. All right, now pay attention here. All right, so there's a buy order and a sell order. You want to create a buy or sell order, all right? If you want to buy, a buy order is you list the highest price that you're willing to pay so that when someone packs him and wants to quick sell, you'll get that price because you're willing to pay more than other people. But I want to talk about selling, all right? So you have duplicate cards, you want to sell. You got to create a sell order. This is the best way to maximize the amount of stubs that you're doing. You never want to quick sell. You never want to just get rid of whatever cards and just kind of clear it out. Don't be a lazy bones. So go to sell, and you want to create a sell order. You can sell right now for 185, but that's not what you want to do. Create a sell order. On the left-hand side, top right, you see sell. You created a sell order. On the left-hand side column here, okay? That is the price. You want to undercut it by 1. All right, so 325 is the cheapest price. You want to set that for 324, finalize order, and now you are at the top. So when someone wants to buy that card, you will be at the top and you will get the most amount of stubs. So if I just quick sold them, I would have got them for 1. I got 185 stubs, but instead I created a buy order. It's going to take a little bit longer. Someone will buy that card for 324, and now you've just made more stubs. Go through your collection periodically after you open up a bunch of packs and get rid of any duplicates, okay? And again, that's just a very overview, broad definition of the market, I will have a video that will go more in depth later on. All right, guys, the other single player mode that you're going to want to pay attention to as the season goes along is mini seasons. This is a new mode inside of MLB the Show 22 where basically you play a 28 game season. Every game is 3 innings long, and it is against these 8 different CPU teams. Now, teams are actually made up of real teams that are from other Diamond Dynasty players, but it is all just basically offline. You'll play a full season. If you make the playoffs, it is 2 best-of-5 series. Now, if you win these, it's much like Conquest. You will get some pretty awesome guaranteed rewards in the 89 Evan Longoria, and then some other, a lot of packs and things like that. This does take quite some time, but the one thing I'll say, if you're watching this right now at the time of launch, in the pre-order session of the game, there's already been a patch for it so far, and it does still look to be a little buggy where games are not counting, teams are all messed up. So in all honesty, until it's completely smoothed out, I don't want to waste any time in there in case it doesn't work. So I know some people say it has, but I don't want you guys to waste any time in there. It is a very good method, but I would rather do Conquest first and then go and do the mini seasons to try and get that Longoria and all the other packs that come with it. So I might as well just show you guys the team that I'm working with after my first day. I was able to pack the 95 Rookie of the Year Albert Pujols, and I will have a debut video when I play online with him to show you guys. I've also got Juan Soto, Byron Buxton, Aaron Judge. I've got the covered David Ortiz, Mookie Betts at second, Jose Ramirez at short, Mike Piazza from the Conquest at catcher. So obviously I'm just ready to go with that. And then on my bench here, I've got Jose Abreu, Salvador Perez, Jordan Alvarez, Didi Gregorius from that same Conquest, and Matt Olson. And then on my pitching staff, I have the Randy Johnson, as well as Woodruff, Robbie Ray. And then in terms of closer, I've got Chapman and Dibble. Those are really my best closing options. So that is my team I'm rocking with right now. And I'm ready to go, guys. So I really hope that this helps. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section down below. And if you enjoy the video, please give it a like and subscribe for up-to-date MLB news, tips, and info. I'll see you next time, guys.